The female Illuminati is completely new.
Yeah.
I expect a lot of problems with it. You know, I've had that all my life. It lessens as a problem when people realize you're under attack, and that women are under attack by this group as well. Just because they happen to be a coterie of, you know, extremely advanced, they're really royals, right? Royal female dragon sisters, or they're members of the dragon court, right? They're attacking women as much as they're attacking men. So that immediately clears the field for battle.
Are you talking about the ultra-feminist movement? Is that what you're...
No.
Sorry.
No, I'm talking about you're talking about the female Illuminati, right?
Oh, right, I see.
The female Illuminati is an actual, you know, secret society that has an enormous effect on our world. They're basically, but they are behind socialism. I bring this out in the black nobility.
Mm-hmm.
They were socialistic back at the time of Jesus. It's a family, right? They're Persian, Jewish. They converted to Judaism, so they're really not Jews. This is where people go wildly wrong. They're actually Persian, think of this, right? But they're not even Persian, they're Gnostic, they're something else. They're quasi-Egyptian, they're Atnists. They're Atnisetians. We're dealing with some heavy-duty crap here, really evil people. But in some bizarre way, they created they became liberalistic, what we would now use as the word liberalistic, during their times. You know, and they only did it. They only did it to get the throne of the emperors of Rome, because they actually qualified, right? The sons actually were claimants of the Roman throne. So we don't want to get into all of that. But they became liberalistic, and then all of our history is the fighting between two groups, right? They call themselves the fourth sect. And the fifth sect we know all too well, that's papal Christianity, the Vatican style. So the fourth and fifth sect, over time in the late 19th century and then moving into the 20th, they're like that. They find, in other words, the fourth sect basically now won, and the fifth sect is no more. We would know that as right-wing conservative papist. They're crazy too, right? One is as bad as the other, but now they've completely come together. So the female Illuminati won, and I tell that story in my other works, right? But then, because they were liberalistic, once they won in the 20th century, then we have the rise of socialism. So by 1917, you have what? Communism. And you had a little bit proto-communistic nonsense, you know, before. But it culminated, everybody knows, in communism. And we've got it today in this ultra-socialism, this radical socialism, anarchism and all. It's the same money behind it. George Soros is just a conduit, just a little lower henchman, a puppet for some extremely powerful people. And these Googles and all, you know, they're owned by all of these types, as almost everything is. So there's that thing to bear in mind. But the field is easily cleared once we understand that these are the destroyers of Western civilization. Well, they're destroyers anyway, right? Their liberalism is, you know, an occult liberalism, because they're basically orgiastic Dionysian types, right? Whose whole religious outlook is very different than ours. They're nihilists. They're people who don't really ultimately believe there is any supernatural realm or any, that's the wrong word to use. Let's just put it this way. They don't believe that there's any inherent meaning in life, except having pleasure, you know, and we can get into all of that stuff as well. But yeah, because they're made up of these very, very powerful women, men are deeply involved as their agents. So I'm not making any sexist statement there. Half the agents who execute, you know, like these Adam Weishaps and others, these are all men. So I'm not splitting them off and saying it's only some evil witches out there, you know, doing something. No. They're a very small group. And their agents are the black nobility, you know, of the world. And then the black nobility then co-opt a lot of other lesser people through the Masonic structure who have no idea what the symbols mean or what's up above them at all. They're not meant to know, and they don't know. So that's really, really important. But
Michael, where are we headed? Where do you think we're headed with all this information?